Hey guys, Bird here. As you can see in front of me today, we're going to be talking about my plate carrier setup. You've probably already seen my Slickster video, but this is my LBT. So this is a little bit more assault oriented or a heavier loadout than something like a minimalist or discrete plate carrier like a Slickster, AC1, Dagger 2, etc. This is an LBT 6094, and I'm going to walk you guys through how I have it set up. So starting on the front here, normal cummerbund, but I did add these QD tubes. How I like to run my plate carriers is on my strong side, I always have some form of QD, whether it's a Cobra buckle or like a first spear tube style setup. On the support side, I always just hard mount it in because it allows me to get my pouches closer to the center line of my body. And that's just how I like to do it. I usually keep this pouch empty, but it's awesome to store an extra tourniquet, or if you have a second radio, you can stick a rifle mag in there. Really, the options are limitless, and it's a really great pick. Now, moving to kind of the meat and potatoes of the setup right here. On the front here, I've got my push-to-talk wired down to my comms. We'll get there in a second. I'm running the Cry Assault placard from Onward Research. Super dope setup. It has elastic on both sides, so you can stash a Sharpie or a Chem Light, whatever you want. You can also stash a pokey tool there if you wanted to. It's got 3 rifle mag in the back, and these are pretty rigid, so they're super easy to re-index without a lot of hassle, right? So I really enjoy like a stiffer setup closer to my body. And then on the front here, I have the ability to add 3 more mags if I want to. Normally I keep my Gerber tied down here. So this is something I picked up in basic training in infantry school, is tie downs just to keep all your gear secure. So I like to wrap this up and stick it on the strong side pocket. And that still leaves 2 front pouches for smokes, flashbangs, sensitive items, pocket knife, stash really anything you want in here, lip pillows, or 2 extra rifle mags. So that's awesome. And then on the bottom of the placard here, it also has a built-in hanger for a tourniquet. So I really love that. And then this push to talk, there's actually another video coming out about a cheap comm setup for guys that don't want to spend tons and tons of money. So we'll get into that, but this is just a push to talk. It's hard mounted up here. I've got some shot cord to route my cabling down to my Baofeng UV5R. And that's basically it for the front. So we've talked about the main placard and the tourniquet hanger. Now we're going to go straight down to the Onward Research Simp pouch. I really like this pouch because it's nice and small. You know, it only takes up maybe like a hot dog size space on your kit. Very neat. I keep things in there like a pocket knife, a lighter, cat crap, chapstick, allergy medication, anything like that goes in that pouch. And then I've just got a simple carabiner mounted just through the mag pouch there on the support side, so I can hang my gloves or Nalgene bottle, whatever I may need to tie there. Then we'll start from the inside and work our way out, right? So we've got a Baofeng UV5R mounted here. Pretty simple setup. All these cords came together in one package, and I'll show you guys that in another video. But UV5R, if you don't have comms, is a very cheap option to get into the comms world and start communicating with your buddies, or just listening to weather services also comes in handy really nicely. And I've actually switched out the shoulder straps here from the LBT ones to these Condor ones. And I know that a lot of people don't like Condor, but this is what they sold at the PX when I was in. So I had a Condor carrier, and I've really grown to like these just for the amount of different attachment options that it has. So normally on an LBT, you may run them underneath the straps, or on any plate carrier, really, you would run them through the straps, so underneath the covers. But I really like being able to mount a camelback tube or comms wires through the top. And I really just like the versatility of it. I really like when one system or one item does the job of multiple items. So that's why I've added those there. And then we're going to move back down towards the support side pouches. So here I've got the Midwest Armor 2GP pouch. This pouch was given to me in a trade by my good friend, and I really, really enjoy it. And I'm going to show you guys why. So it has 2 built-in shingles in the back. They are elastic, but they're a little bit more rigid. So as you can see, without really even looking, I can re-index super nice. So if you need an extra 2 mags there, that's awesome. It takes this whole setup basically from 3 to 6 to 3 to 8. So I really enjoy that, and you can always pull those out. This pouch, the only thing that I don't really like about it is that it sits away from my body. It's always at an angle. So I've added some shock cord here with just a barrel so that I can keep that sucked in closer to my body. When I'm not using it, I flip this shock cord down, the pouch fills out, and we can get access to that pouch. So in this front pocket here, all I've got is a write in the rain, just with whatever quick information or notes you need to write down. I like to have it readily accessible and easy to get to. The main pouch in here, I really like how this pouch is set up. So I've got some electrical tape just for fixing stuff or bandaging stuff, whatever you need to do. All I've done here is clip a zip tie to it so that I can clip it on my carabiner if I have it out and need access to it. And then I always fold my tape over with a nice little pull tab so that I can get easy access to it. And then it's just so easy to fold that back over. So that's what I got there. Down in the bottom of the pouch, I've got a lighter and two CR123 batteries taped together and thrown in this Ziploc bag. And I had them taped together because they used to be in a shotgun card, but I really like having them taped together because it keeps stuff from rattling too much. So I don't have three things clad around in here, I have two. And this is just a little, like dime bag basically, but that's what I like to store there. And then this front pouch, it has a pocket in the back, and I'll show you guys that in just a second, but it's covered in loop Velcro. So I always just stick a shotgun card in there. It's nice to have these for multiple reasons. If you have a breacher set up and you need some extra shells, it's a nice place to stash them that's not out in the open. It just keeps them tucked away nice. If you have a buddy, you can rip this off, toss them to them. As well as if you're thinking about any kind of prepared citizen type of stuff or sustainment, you can always pop one of these open to help you start a campfire, keep yourself warm, boil water, whatever you may need to do. So I always keep a few 12 gauge shells in there. Then moving into this actual flap in the back, it is a pocket. I always have baby wipes on me. These are non-negotiable for me. They're on every single kit I own, in every range bag I own, and in my car. When you're done shooting at the range, it's really nice to be able to just wipe your face off, get all that lead, dirt, poison ivy, whatever kind of stuff that you may have on your face, clean the bug spray off, sunscreen, whatever it is. Or if you have a bathroom emergency, baby wipes are really handy to have. And then I've got just a hypothermia blanket from Blue Force Gear. This comes in their IFAKs, but I didn't really like how it fit in the IFAK on my belt, but I like the idea of having it. So I tuck it right behind those baby wipes, just in that pouch, out of the way, secure. It's not going anywhere. And then if we move over here to the Onward Research Chubb pouch on the side, this is the last pouch, guys. Sorry, bear with me. This one is super simple. I keep a Sharpie for marking targets. You saw a Sharpie on the front as well. Marking targets, marking tourniquets, marking anything you may need to on maps, whatever. It's just kind of nice to have a Sharpie. I keep an extra little stream light, pin light, nothing major, just in that pouch as well. And then the last thing in here is a range card with another tie down so that I can stretch this out at arm's length, identify targets, and start gauging distance. And it has all the charts you need on this. There are better versions of this, like the Ranger R card. There's some other different versions. This one is made by Sobchak Security LLC. You can find this on Amazon. I think it was like 10 or 15 bucks. Super nice tool to have if you're doing dope or any kind of ranging with a friend that has like an SPR or DMR. It's nice to be able to identify things and gauge the distance if you're not very good at gauging with your eyes. All right, guys, and that wraps up today's video on the LBT 6094A setup. If you think I missed anything or you have good ideas of what I should add or how I should take or change this kit, make sure to drop a comment down below so that I can see that. I always reply to my comments. Make sure you like and subscribe to this video if you enjoyed it and want to see more content like this. And as always, thanks for your time, guys.